a cool and crisp October morning, and I'm looking out my dining room window, and the geese are still on the lake, so that means we still have some warm days ahead. Usually each year they fly away just about the time we have our first frost, and they look happy out there, so I don't think they're going anywhere for a while. But Halloween is on the way, and that's why we're here today, because I'm going to make a tablescape for a small themed dinner party. Now, like all of us, we have our bubble of people that we still entertain, and we can't have everybody over and everybody milling through the house. So small little group, and that's what we're going to do here, is make this tablescape for a Halloween themed dinner. And it's going to be a little different than I usually make. I'm not going to use the traditional pumpkins and maple leaves and orange colors and yellow colors. I decided to go with more of a Day of the Dead theme and use roses and sugar skulls. And it's going to look rather macabre, but I think it's going to be, if this is possible. And what made me think of this is the movie Beetlejuice. I just kind of going with that in my head, and I think it's going to be sort of elegant but spooky. Many of the things you see here in this clutter are off of Etsy. And the reason I order off of Etsy so often lately is because I have become so concerned with people who have small businesses. We're going to lose them. We're going to lose all these small businesses. People are struggling they've put their life into these businesses. They're struggling to keep them alive. And if we don't support them, they're going to be gone. Whether it's online or locally, try to support your small businesses. You know, I love my big chain stores too, but we've got to do something to keep everybody afloat. So if you're going to buy something, first think of the small store that's down the street or a small Etsy store. Give them some business. I don't care what it is, a candle, a piece of ribbon, or whatever it is. Order it from them and give them some business, because you don't know how thankful a lot of these businesses are that they have any business at all. So I hate to get off on a tangent about that, but it does sadden me. So follow my lead and try to give a few businesses a little extra help. And that's what we've done here, and we're going to start making our tablescape. So what I have here is candle holders that I already had in the house. However, you can use just the little simple glass candle holders and spray paint them black, and they'll look beautiful. Black or silver, whatever your theme is. You could go with a silver, gold, black look, and that's a little bit of what I have here. But I already had these, and you know, I've told you in the past that I reuse things. You're going to see things over and over in different forms. And one of them is these roses. These are silk roses that were used for a Valentine's dinner, and I just put them away, and we are going to use these silk roses again, because we're not going to waste them. Why toss them out? And so those are going to be used, and I had a piece of floral styrofoam, and all it is a disc. You can find these at any floral store or on Etsy, and you can take it and slice it in half like a cake layer, because you don't need it super thick. I have already started on one, and you can see that that little thin piece of styrofoam is holding these flowers. Very simple. I'm not using a hot glue gun today. I'm just tucking them away in the styrofoam. So I had these. I did happen to have this, and they're very easy to find. I did want some black candles, and so I found them. They're not that easy to find, but look online. You might find them. I ran across these a while back at Hobby Lobby, and you will probably see them again, maybe for New Year's Eve. But I thought they were very pretty, and you don't see a black candle everywhere. So if you find them and you think you're going to use them in the near future, grab them up. So we have this. We have the styrofoam, floral styrofoam, and then we're going to use our silk roses. Now, some of these I have to cut off because I left them pretty large. And all I'm doing is tucking them right here on the side, all the way around. And then I am putting the candle here so I can see. I hope you can see me, because if you're like me, you want to see the person who's speaking to you. And so I am just doing this, and then I make a row of roses around and a row up here, because basically all you're doing is trying to cover this floral styrofoam. And then you can see that I think this is about a dozen so far on this one, and I imagine I have maybe 6 more to go over here, so say 3 dozen for both of these. Now you can go with a smaller candlestick and a smaller disc, and you won't need as many roses. But that's what we're going to be doing now, is finishing this up. Cannibalized this arrangement to make these 2 arrangements, and I think they turned out well. Although I have something I'm going to add to each candle. I have 2 ideas. One is a sugar skull decal that I'm going to put on the candle, and I ordered this sugar skull decal from, let's see the name of the company, the Decal Destination. So I will put that link below. So let's place this one on this black candle. Supposedly, I just peel this off. Let's see how easy that is. It is easy. Peel this off, and I'm going to attach it a little high because it's going to go in that bed of roses. I think I like that. There is the decal on the candle. Let's press that on a little bit more so you can see the black through it better. There we go. Now also, put that facing you. I may add something else to that. I haven't decided, because what I want to try also is crystal ribbon, and I may add crystal ribbon around that. So what I am going to do is take this ribbon, and I am simply going to take some straight pins, and yes, my straight pins are in a pill bottle because I found that one of the easiest ways to keep up with them. Okay, so I'm going to pin these on. I am not going to hot glue these, because I'm not sure that I am going to keep these on here, and I don't want to make it a permanent fixture. I definitely like the sugar skull on the candle better than this. I think this looks too formal, so I'm going to go back and hot glue the sequins around the bottom. I kind of like that little sparkle, especially in the evening, but I'm going to take this apart and put a decal on it and rearrange it. But I want to show you that The decal destination where I ordered the decals of the Sugar Skull also sends their instructions, very detailed instructions, but it's very simple to do. So I will put that below so you can have that information. And also I want to tell you about this t-shirt that I'm wearing. I did it myself. I could not be more proud of myself because I am not this talented, but the company I ordered this from was on Etsy as well. It's Crystal Designs US, and look at these instructions. Beautiful instructions, very detailed, and I am not so talented with putting a design on a t-shirt that I own a heat press. Those of you who are very talented and you do this all the time or you enjoy doing it quite often have a heat press. I do not. Well, these instructions had the detailed information about applying this transfer to a t-shirt using your iron and an ironing board. And I did it, and I didn't even lose any crystals. I love it. I love the fact that it had the roses and the Sugar Skull. Carefully measure to make sure that your transfer is centered on the t-shirt, covered with cotton, and press with your iron. After it's cooled a bit, lift off the protective seal, and you have your gorgeous transfer. Now, another heat transfer I found on Etsy is this one, and I just think it's perfect for a denim jacket, which I intend to transfer to the back of a denim jacket. Look at this Sugar Skull. It's done in rose gold, bright gold, and silver. And look at the detail on that. And it's a heat transfer as well, so it'll transfer beautifully onto cotton. And this one I ordered from, let me tell you real quick, I ordered this from Yoho, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's YOHO Boutique, and it more than met my expectations. When I opened this up, I was surprised because it's a little larger than I thought, but it's much more detailed. Cannot wait to transfer this to a jacket. And now that I know I can do it, I have the confidence to go ahead with it. So that you may see in the future. So now what do we need to do next? We're going to, I have these little cordial cups, and I'm just going to drop some of these extra roses in them because I'm not really sure how I'm going to use this in this centerpiece. But, you know, I'm just doing some of this on the fly, which seems to be the way my life is going lately. It's just take things as it comes, and we're going to see where we can use those. Maybe beside each plate. I don't know. The place settings may work out perfectly with these beside it, and I may change my mind and use the real roses. We will just see about that. Now, next, I probably should get some of this out of my way and go ahead and start setting the table. So I thought about, let me move this out of the way. I thought about using black and red paper napkins, but I think it's beginning to look too Valentine-ish or maybe even New Year's Eve-ish. So I've decided not to use those. I could just go with the black paper napkins, but I had these black linen napkins. And I also had this ribbon that has the traditional Day of the Dead colors, the brighter colors in it. And so I made little napkin rings with that. And I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with Day of the Dead and the Sugar Skull and the tradition of that, but Day of the Dead is a holiday where you celebrate the lives of your friends and family that you've lost. And it usually falls close to the Christian holiday of All Saints' Day, which also falls around Halloween. So somehow all of that has morphed together, and it's becoming more traditional to celebrate Halloween using Day of the Dead design. So I think it's a lovely idea. It's a one that I am picking up on, and I just love the idea of it. So I usually only decorate with a harvest theme, and I'm trying to open my mind up to some other decorating ideas, and this came along a few years ago and it's kind of grown on me. So I'm going to pick up on it, and I might improve it a little bit. I love the sugar skull look. As a matter of fact, I found these black skulls. They're not sugar skulls. They don't have the design on it. You can add the design. You could add sequins on these. I found them at Dollar Tree. These are the black ones. They have them in white. And you could add sequins around the eyes. It would be absolutely beautiful. And before this dinner party, I may add some sequins to these. I thought they were really spooky but pretty. And I have those. I also found these little LED light votive cups. I haven't decided if I'm going to finish it out with that, but I do have the black napkins. I have black chargers that I have used for New Year's Eve in the past, so I'm going to use all black chargers. We're going to set these out, and then, let's see. I may move this up a little bit. It's a little tight. Lots going on here. I have the napkins. I have plates. I'm just going to go with white plates. Let me move over here so I can see you better. I'm going to go with white. But if you happen to have something that would work better, like black plates would work great, or if you're lucky enough to be in, say, Williams-Sonoma and run across some that have sugar skulls on the front of them, that would be great. I know Williams-Sonoma has a lot of themed dinnerware. I haven't found a lot of Halloween. I found a lot of Thanksgiving, but you never know. So if you find any, let me know. Send me an email. Tell me if you found any with sugar skulls on it. I would love to know that. Also, I would like for you to send me pictures of how you do decorate your house for Halloween. I'm getting a little bored with the pumpkin themes, but some of you are so incredibly talented. Just email me a picture. I would love to see them because I'm always open to ideas. I did find these little plates with the skull on it, kind of a spooky skull. It's not really a sugar skull, but it is a skull nonetheless. And so we could use those for either salads or maybe dessert would be great. Oh, excuse me, I gotta reach for these. Now, we have the skull plates. I'm trying to stay in camera range, but it's difficult to run around the table and you'll be able to see me. I'm going to put these, do I want this over the skeleton? I think I'll do it to the side on the plate so you don't miss the side of the skeleton plate. And I'm going to take a shot of all of this so that you can see what I'm doing. And I have decided that, I am going to use the live roses instead of the silk roses because it's right here in front of your face. And I think the live roses just adds a little bit more of a touch of elegance to it. I'm thinking and decorating at the same time. Let's see. That's not bad. So far, let's keep going. so happy we decided to use fresh flowers at each place setting. And I hope you have a great weekend. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, tap the subscribe button. And if you'll tap the icon next to it, which is a bell, you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And follow me on Instagram. Bye.